What's the motherfucking deal, YouTube, man? COTs, we back at y'all with the reaction, man. And news update on this Young Thug case, man. It's just been dropped, I want to say yesterday, day before. So within the last 48 hours, it's been one, two, maybe even three changes. My fault. But look, I want to say it's been the original judge, the fat black dude, he just got recused, meaning that he got fired. So that means they got to find a new judge. Then they end up transitioning that judge into a black lady. The black lady ended up saying, "Nah, I don't even want the J. I can't knock Butter Man down. You feel me? I don't want to put another black man in jail. You feel me?" Shout out to her, man. Shout out to that black queen for shit show, man. She did what she was supposed to do. You weren't supposed to get on that for us. Don't do that about us, baby. Come on, man. As black people, we gotta stay strong in this shit. You heard me? Got it, but you was supposed to do that. But nah, it's a new lady on this whole. I don't know her name, but we finna go on here and watch my boy KB's goes live, man. He got the new updates coming in. Dropping that hot shit for us, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy, man. Link in the description to the video and shit. You know what I'm saying? 100. Let's get this shit rolling, though. Without further motherfucking ado with all that motherfucking talk.
Oh man, so it looks like Judge Glanville has just
Give me a moment. Hold on, gotta make sure everything, boys. My fault. Be smooth.
been recused from the YSL
All right, there we go.
trial, meaning that he's essentially been fired, at least from this case. And from here moving forward, there will be a new judge presiding over this issue. And this all stems from an ex parte meeting that the judge, the prosecution, and one of the star witnesses in this case, YSL Woody, had behind closed doors in the judge's chamber.
Hey, look. All snitching allegations and whatever the case may be aside, can we just all agree that this bald head nigga really funny as hell, man? Woody really funny. He a funny nigga, but that's the crazy thing about it too, cause it's like some of the most ruthless, most dangerous people that run the streets are snitches. Real life tattletale, like he did that, got on the stand. But at least in Woody case, he put his statement in, and then once it was time to get on the stand, he retracted everything to the point where shit. It's been a swap of two judges. Niggas on judge number 3. But still though, the fact that you wrote the initial statement to get motherfuckers bumped, I can understand why motherfuckers call this man a snitch. Shit, he ain't snitch on me. So, you feel me? That nigga did not tell on me. I'm a blogger now, man. I bowed out of the streets. Fuck all that. I'm done, baby. That's all that shit. Not my politics. Oh God.
Chambers without anybody from the defense present. In that meeting, the judge and the prosecutor pressed Woody on.
Damn, my nigga Thug looking bad enough, man.
The way that they
free Jeff on Chief, free Jeff, man.
Him to. So they reminded him about perjury. They reminded him that he had immunity. The judge told him that if he refused to testify, he could lock him up pretty much indefinitely until the end of the YSL trial. He told him, we got 6 people being tried right now. There were 26 total. We could put you in jail until we try every single one of them. Basically telling him it would have been in his best interest to just go ahead and testify the way the prosecution wanted him to. Essentially, the judge compelled Woody to get up
and he wasn't going
and perform.
He got on the storm. He got on the stand, but he did not perform. He got on that stand, but he did not perform how they expected. Oh God, he did. Like, that's when I gotta give Woody his props, because I'm pretty sure Woody got subpoenaed. So excuse me, to the people who don't know what a subpoena is, basically a subpoena is a court order where you have to show up and get on the stand for this particular case that we believe you have some information about. And if you don't show up to this court case after being subpoenaed, you get charged with a case called contempt of court. Woo. So for motherfuckers thinking, oh, Woody could have real, It's two ways to go about this. You either gonna take your contempt charge, sit down real, or do the Woody. Get on that stand, show up to court, get on that stand, and just act a complete asshole and just try to fuck the whole case up. Well, it's really three options. Don't be taking. It's always the snitcher out. Just show up and give niggas the truth, man. It's always that too. Stay out last out the streets, man. If you, that's what you gonna do. I need to know. Y'all niggas need to know what y'all signed up for when y'all jump in this shit. I don't know. Y'all doing this shit for the fame. Y'all niggas weird.
Meeting. This is a sworn in witness. He basically made a big fuss about it. Him and the judge got into it, right? They have a heated argument in the middle of court where Brian Steele calls the judge out. And at the time, it seemed like Judge Glanville was more concerned with how Brian Steele obtained the information about the ex parte meeting than he was about the
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's starting to come back. All right. So it was a meeting between, I want to say, a DA that was in there and as well as the judge. The niggas having a meeting in the back, you know what I'm saying, trying to collude on Thug, trying to, you know what I'm saying, oop him to the system. Young Thug lawyer found out about that and he brought that up in court. So what the judge do on some petty shit, nigga try to where you get the info from rather than trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to remove that as, you know, that should not be admissible in court. Whatever y'all trying to do, that shit should not be happening type shit. So that's really how he got recused from this case. Facts. It was starting from that, you know what I'm saying, doing all the ear wiggling and shit with the lady, the DA lady and all that extra shit. Yeah, all that. Once they got, first off, why the fuck would you even do that in such a high profile case like this where you know every fucking day, every court case you show up, the camera all in y'all motherfucking face, man. Y'all tripped out, bro. Hell no. Y'all was supposed to have that. Y'all was supposed to have y'all little plan of what y'all was gonna do under the table. But all that ear wiggle shit and wink wink ass goofy shit like this the 80s. Get your old ass on, man. It's 2024, man. Y'all better do some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Clear your throat. Like, all right, we good? You know what I'm saying? Throw that ooh or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But a weird ass ear wiggle or some shit and some wink wink. Y'all childish. Yeah, like y'all was just trying to y'all was playing this shit like y'all in high school. Oh God, y'all childish enough.
Conduct of himself during the ex parte meeting.
Oh yeah, but shout out to this nigga Brian Steele, man. I would love can't say that no more, but as a reformed person from, you know what I'm saying, that come from that, I would love for a Brian Steele and nigga on my team, hood, boy. That man ride or die about Thug. Even gonna say, man, I'm showing up to jail on the weekends about my nigga. Dead homies. Not for real. Hey, boy. You a stand up, you a solid individual. You not gangster. I don't just throw that card. I gotta chill out on that cause nigga be quick to doing that on some young nigga shit. I'm getting older and this shit, so you a stand up individual in this for sure. You ain't no gangster though.
I need to find the best way to learn math and science.
He got down on me with his ad revenue. He got it. Shout out to my nigga KB, man.
And that
he got
Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never...
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about...
See, look. Right there, boom. He like, y'all trying to oop my boy. Hey. That shit got CC'd to me, my boy. Let's talk about that. He like, whoa, fuck all that. How you get that? That's an ex parte meeting that you got a hold of right there, brother, man. Wait a minute. He was gonna try to abuse that power. That's how that whole situation even came about. Abused his power to make him sign that little bullshit time where he throughout the week he get to go to court, whatever, but he gotta go to jail on the weekends. So however the fuck that shit went. That shit was dry as fuck. Dry gave this nigga extra credibility for no reason. Dry gave this man street credibility for no reason on the cool.
Disturbed too. And the reason...
Well, I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus state, which is 298 Georgia, 438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2.
Gotta cover the Drake, man. No free promo.
Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somehow accurate based upon what you
I'm
just
pretty
said.
sure you already seen what it is, but still though, I don't get paid for
Mr.
shit like that. Fuck them
Williams
people.
And every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons. But
My nigga, uphold the law. Fuck all that other shit, man. I ain't type nigga, you know what I'm saying? I ain't type of like fuck the law, you feel me? I'm gonna stand on that type shit, you know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, man, I deserve my right to a fair and a speedy trial, folks. Don't try to oop me, hold me because I'm a motherfucker. You think that's a kingpin, all this extra bullshit. Don't do me that, man. Let's go by this. That's why I would have said, Thug on the cool, you fucked up by doing a jury trial on the. I would have just took bench. Call a spade, because you gave room for all this to happen. Now they finna have to mistrial you. You gotta sit longer, wait for the next court date. All this extra shit. If they would have just bench trial, boom, 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 boom. We would have heard, got that shit out the way. They would have seen, man, I ain't did a bitch ass thing, bro. Go ahead and give me my time served or something, man. What the fuck is we doing? We just dry talking at this point. I ain't did nothing to nobody. On God. I'm a rapper. Y'all trying to say I'm this. No, man. YSL is a business. You can see it. It's a LLC corporation, man. We get money. Like, this is a clothing brand as well as a label. Like, nah, bro, we ain't on none of that shit. Y'all tripping, man. Come on, man. Let me get up out of here, bro. I make too much money and put too much money into this community for y'all to have me just sit it up in this bitch, just draw locked up. Get off my dick. Oh, God, get off my dick.
I will certainly note that for purposes of the record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said,
And you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not
How
going
did
to answer
you?
that question.
Damn, you a hoe ass nigga, gang. That shit would have pissed me off in that hoe. Oh, God, I'd have been mad as fuck in that hoe. Just sitting there, silent in the bitches in her like,
if it's not true, not true.
you hoe ass nigga. I can't say shit, because if I do, I'm gonna catch a contempt. Y'all gonna give me some extra ass bullshit time. I gotta sit here and shut the fuck up, man.
You got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is,
You ain't supposed to say nothing about that. Just know, I'm told about that.
Me,
On God.
You have proprietary information.
Why is it
or
proprietary?
information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court,
Okay.
or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial.
So he's questioning Brian Steele about how he got the information, and there's no doubt about who gave it to him. It was Ms. Bumpus, Woody's attorney or stand-in attorney at the time. And when Brian Steele refused to tell him how he got the information, it absolutely enraged Judge Glanville.
Yeah, he mad as fuck.
He held Brian Steele in contempt, sentenced him.
Yeah, he caught a whole contempt case behind this shit. Like how, gang?
This led to Brian Steele and a couple of other defense attorneys for other defendants in this case to filing motions for recusal against Judge Glanville.
Exactly. Get your ass up. You starting to abuse your power. Facts. Get your ass up, bro. You doing too much. You doing too much, man. That's one thing I was taught as a real young black man that came up. You know what I'm saying? Black faces in high places ain't gonna fucking save you on Jesus. So if Thug thought from the start he seen this black judge and rear to rear and all this shit, he think he finna, man, this nigga gonna try to do me right. Man, hell no. Sometimes them black folks that's high up and shit like that, man, them some of the motherfucking worst. I promise you. Them some of the worst type of niggas on everything.
Was gonna deny them. He wasn't gonna send them to another judge to review to see if he needed to be recused. Instead,
and this bald head, shiny back ass nigga, man.
On his own behalf when it came to these motions, and that has led us to
what I'm thinking
today,
of.
Which
What's
is
the name of that
actually
shit?
Getting recused by another judge and taken off.
Russell Simmons head ass nigga, boy, I'm finna get on your motherfucking Uncle Phil looking ass nigga, man. He finna piss me off at this. Oh God, I mean fucked up, bro. You a goofy man. You a Uncle Tom man, nigga, man. Come on, cuz. It's one thing to, like, you know what I'm saying. You getting that motherfucker, you handle your business, you upholding the, you know what I'm saying. You following the law, rules, regulations about this shit. If it come down to it, you find out thug out here fucking up and you gotta crack him, then go ahead and crack him and just talk about that business. Whatever the case may be, cool. But you out here just abusing, you know what I'm saying? Threatening a motherfucker with your authority and shit. Like, man, I'm big homie around this. Man, hell no. Hell no. That's a nigga who got smacked on in school. He was a bitch ass nigga on guard. Lame, ain't get no type hoes on my mama.
To judge
No type pussy, no play, no none. You see it now. Nigga life boring in a hoe. This is the highlight of his life on Jesus.
His hand down on one side of the scale and trying to
free my nigga Jeff. This nigga pussy.
How this case turns out. Now this thing doesn't necessarily say that's what he was doing, but it pretty much says that to the general public, the onlookers, that's what it may look like he was doing. And so
type
in America,
shit.
in order for the judicial system to even work, people have to trust it. People have to have faith in it. This judge basically recused Glanville because she said that the optics of it, the way it looks and appears to everybody, could damage the way that we view the justice system. It could cause people to lose faith in the ability of the court as a whole. And it ain't no cap in that rap because pretty much across the board, everybody I've talked to has said that this trial is a clown show.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This whole everything. Like, I'm trying to tell you. This nigga made himself look like a straight fucking goofy. Lame mad nigga. He grew up with no hoes, no type play, no motion, got picked on like a hoe. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to get in this court system, thinking he finna save niggas, and then got caught up in a trap and he said, fuck niggas, I'm in this shit for self. On God. I see the plot how he came. He came in with good intentions but got lost in the sauce.
In place for what's required for a
straight up.
recusal
That's exactly what
to take
happened.
place, and there's basically three parts to it. It needs to be timely. There needs to be an affidavit filed with it, and the facts alleged must show that a recusal may be warranted. Simple enough, right? Now we seen Glanville say himself when he first got the motion that it was timely. There was an affidavit filed with it, so that's good. But when it came to the facts alleged inside of the motion, Judge Glanville denied the motion for recusal, saying that there wasn't enough evidence to support the claims that were alleged, mostly because the transcripts from the ex parte meeting wasn't released, at least not at that point. Ultimately, the transcripts would get released and he would end up passing this off to another judge to
you have to
and decide if he should be recused. And that judge just gave her analysis on it and actually came to the conclusion that Glanville should be removed. So let's go ahead and jump into the paperwork. All right, so here we go. In the Superior Court of Fulton County, State.
Ooh, shout out to this nigga KB, man. He gonna do all of, you know what I'm saying? He gonna, my nigga gonna do that deep dive, man. Let me go ahead, you know what I'm saying? See, go sub ASAP. He gonna do that deep dive when you don't feel like putting the puzzle pieces together. I'm trying to tell you, young niggas, man.
Before the court to consider various motions to recuse, including defendant DeMonte Kendrick's motion to recuse Judge Earl Glanville, filed on June 12, 2024. Kayla Bumpus's motion to quash the show cause order or to recuse Judge Glanville. Defendant Jeffrey Williams' motion to disqualify recuse Judge Glanville from all further dealings in the above referenced case and amended supplement. So these are the three motions that were filed that were orders to recuse the judge. It says the specific facts necessary to determine these recusal motions are well documented in affidavits, court filings, certified transcripts, and video recordings available on YouTube.
Ooh. To all you young niggas that's in this shit now, I'm telling you, get the fuck out while you can. These niggas even using, it's confirmed. It's no, you can't tell me niggas like Adam 22, the Vlad TVs of the world, it's not the police. There's no way you can't say that now. Cause it's documented, even in the thug case. Nigga, we will use YouTube to go ahead and figure out if motherfuckers need either from thug to the judge, nigga. We will use YouTube to get your ass the fuck in jail or get the fuck out the case if you doing fuck shit. That should let you know something right then and there. They watching this shit. Get y'all ass out. Get a job. Do something. Hell.
too.
Get a trade.
Shout out to everybody on
Start a
covering
YouTube
the
channel.
case.
Fuck
Anyways,
it. Do
having
something.
considered the record,
Entrepreneur.
evidence,
Do
and
something,
applicable
man. The
case
street shit
law, the
over.
court finds
That shit
as
dead.
follows. Findings of fact. These recusal motions arise out of a multi-defendant prosecution brought by the Fulton County District Attorney's Office alleging gang activity and associated crimes. Although there were 28 defendants named in the indictment, only 6 were being tried as of June 7,
So 21 niggas, what's it called? 21 niggas caught pleas. That's what that mean. Either 21 niggas caught pleas, told, or something. You know what I'm saying? They had something to where them other 6 niggas is in this whole fight. You know what I'm saying?
2020.
Oh God, them other 20.
all arise from the same circumstances
Wait.
related to the state's
22. My fault. My math fault. 22.
witness Kenneth Copeland, which is YSL Woody. On June 7, 2024, the state intended to call Kenneth Copeland to testify. Prior to his testimony, counsel for Mr. Copeland, Jonathan Melnick, appeared and indicated in open court that Mr. Copeland did not wish to testify and intended to invoke his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. Judge Glanville brought Mr. Copeland into court and discussed with him the effect of an immunity order Judge Glanville had entered that granted immunity to Mr. Copeland. Judge Glanville specifically advised Mr. Copeland that if he invoked the Fifth Amendment and refused to testify, the state would ask for Copeland to be.
That's exactly how the law goes. Yo, this is essentially a subpoena. That's exactly what would happen. He essentially got subpoenaed to court since he already made an initial statement. Oh, you know what? That's why niggas think Tay told. Oh, now I'm putting it together. This nigga Tay actually might have. He gave a statement. He just didn't get on that stand. That's why him and Lil Boo got subpoenaed. That's why it's kind of, to me, that, yeah, that's why that whole Tay 600 and that snitch allegation shit is weird. Main reason why is because Lil Boo died. If Lil Boo did not die, I promise you, it would have been a weird. They would have had a. It would have been way weirder how they had to handle that shit because Lil Boo was with Tay the day them niggas got when the day Tay got subpoenaed, he was with Lil Boo. Lil Boo got subpoenaed too. They both tore they shit. That's why they both got hit with the contempt of court. That's what a lot of niggas don't know because Lil Boo ended up dying shortly after this. Lil Boo got hit with the same shit Tay got, but you know what I'm saying, how shit played out. Lil Boo ended up dying like a few months after this shit, like 2015. All this shit ended up hitting Tay. So, in my mind, if niggas gonna say Tay is a rat, Lil Boo is a rat too. Facts.
Be held in contempt and
Facts.
jailed. Judge Glanville also advised that if asked, Judge Glanville would jail Mr. Copeland for refusing to testify. After that discussion, Mr. Copeland would jail
Judge Glanville always advised that if asked, Judge Glanville would refusing it. Well, yeah, duh, nigga, you subpoena up there, absolutely.
Mr. Copeland for refusing to testify. After that discussion, Mr. Copeland spoke to his attorney and then indicated that he would in fact testify. Once called, Mr. Copeland was asked to specify his age, and instead of answering, he stated, "I plead the fifth." Judge Glanville excused the jury and then advised Mr. Copeland in open court that he was in contempt and ordered him to be jailed until Monday, June 10, 2024.
I'll give him that.
At this time, Judge Glanville told Mr. Copeland they would revisit Mr. Copeland's willingness to testify.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what's it
I
grown?
forgot this how that happened. That's how this happened. Okay, see my nigga putting the pieces together, man.
Yep.
How old are you?
Grown,
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
adult,
And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
over 21 type shit.
I plead the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you to step outside to your headquarters?
Hey, that nigga was ready for that. On God, he was ready for him to say that shit. On Jesus. Hey, man. He was on that shit a little too fast. On God. He was on that too fast. Nigga say, yup. Say it. Green. Say please. I'm ready. Soon as he heard this nigga Woody say, please, get y'all ass out. I got something for this nigga. I'ma fuck with y'all in a little bit.
Mr. Copeland,
Oh,
given the fact
God.
that you have invoked your Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state has already given you immunity under 24-5-507. This court holds you in willful contempt, and we'll see you on Monday. And we'll see if we can get some more testimony.
Woody got up and said, yep, I'm finna go ahead and see this bitch for the weekend. Oh, I got mad as
June
fuck.
2024.
But I don't blame that nigga, boy. It's either that, snitch. Yeah, man, shit. Whew. I mean, still gave a statement, Woody. You told at the end of the day, bro. But Dra going to jail behind you telling, like, what was it for? It's like, if you was going to go through all this, what was the initial point in writing the statement? I know why. Because this nigga didn't think it would come down to him having to actually come out and be like, oh, yeah, I'm the one who caused all of this shit. But as dumb as niggas is, the fact that Woody taking it back in public and shit, trying to real make shit, he trying to right his wrongs. And on the cool, he low-key a breadwinner at this point. They can't cut Woody off. They can't do it. Like, same thing in a sense with Gunna. As much as they want to say it's fuck Gunna and real all this and woo, they can't cut Gunna off. He a breadwinner for them niggas too. That shit ain't gonna fly. Like, a broke motherfucker telling on a nigga, telling on a breadwinner is different. When two breadwinners going at it and shit, it's like, you broke motherfuckers, you need to just stand back on the cool. Let the breadwinners handle the business.
Or at approximately 9:10 a.m., Judge Glanville met
No
with
kids.
counsel for the state, Adrian Love, that's one
No
of the
kids.
prosecutors, and stand-in counsel for Mr. Copeland, Caleb Bumpus. The meeting took place in Judge Glanville's chambers. Counsel for the trial defendants did not participate in the meeting and were not aware that the meeting was taking place. The transcript reflects that Ms. Love told Judge Glanville that she wanted the meeting to both impress upon Mr. Copeland the risk of refusing to testify and allow Mr. Copeland to ask any questions before he testified. Ms. Love also expressed concerns to Judge Glanville about Mr. Copeland's representation. Ms. Bumpus, Ms. Love, and Judge Glanville also discussed the scope and effect of the state's grant of immunity to Mr. Copeland. Mr. Copeland was then brought to Judge Glanville's chambers, where he spoke with and asked questions of Ms. Bumpus, Judge Glanville, and Simone Hilton, counsel for the state, who had joined the meeting at this point. During that time, the state advised Mr. Copeland that he could remain in custody until the conclusion of the trials of all defendants in the case, not just the 6 currently on trial. And that
Oh, yeah. They hold like that. I forgot. It ain't the main 6. It's everybody who getting. That's fucked up. Whew. And there's only 6 going on trial right now. So I'm pretty sure all them other niggas just sitting in jail, chilling probably on some shit. Just waiting patiently. That's why they was trying to see. Don't hold niggas. Wait till all them niggas cracking some shit or just plea out and just, man, that shit wacky. You know, out the streets, I don't want to think about that shit, man. I'm a YouTube nigga now. Oh, God.
is where everybody was saying that the
Oh,
judge
man.
helped coerce Woody in a given testimony. Judge Glanville discussed OCGA 245507 with Mr. Copeland and his rights and responsibilities after a grant of immunity. Mr. Copeland spoke privately with his stand-in counsel, Ms. Bumpus, and then advised the court that he would in fact testify. After the meeting and immediately before Mr. Copeland was brought out to testify, defendant Williams' lawyer Brian Steele advised the court that he was aware of the in-chambers meeting that morning. Mr.
As he
Steele
should.
to the ex parte meeting in a lengthy colloquy occurred between Mr. Steele and Judge Glanville, in which Judge Glanville inquired how Mr. Steele became aware of the chambers meeting. And this is the clip that we watched a little bit earlier, right? We seen this happen in real time. Mr. Steele declined to reveal the source of his information, and Judge Glanville held him in contempt. Though Mr. Steele was allowed to remain in the courtroom on behalf of his client, defendant Williams. Ultimately, Kenneth Copeland did testify on June 10, 2024, and was later released from custody. The next day, Judge Glanville issued a show cause order requiring everybody present at the ex parte meeting to appear and show cause as to why they should not be held in contempt of court for disclosing the information about the ex parte meeting.
Oh, this nigga was trying to get down on everybody. Damn, you was finna get on everybody in the meeting just for talking about it. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Niggas be trying to start. Hey, black faces in high places ain't gonna save you. I promise. It won't. Nigga was gonna crack everybody in that motherfucker from DAs to whoever, nigga. If you talking about the business, knowing that I'm big homie judge in this motherfucking courtroom, man, I'm finna get y'all ass all locked up. Stop playing with me. Sit in this bitch for the weekend till it's court time on Monday.
Meeting
Dead
after the
homies.
defense's
Hell nah,
case.
y'all
The
ain't
so-called
tripped
order was
out.
later entered, setting July 1st, 2024 for an in-camera review of the transcript and the ex parte meeting. The first motion to recuse followed, filed by DeMonte Kendrick on June 12, 2024. Mr. Kendrick's motion seeks to recuse Judge Glanville for his involvement in allegedly improper and coercive ex parte meeting with the state. On June 14, 2024, Judge Glanville denied the motion. Judge Glanville determined that the recusal motion was timely, supported by an affidavit, and
Oh,
on
yeah,
first
but it didn't,
review, and
what's
contains
called?
assertions
But the
of
last
fact
part
to
wasn't
support
what's
the
called.
allegations of bias and partiality. However, Judge Glanville ultimately determined that because there was no way to verify
Boom, the last
veracity
part was
of the
fucked off.
information
Yeah,
contained in
that's
the
what he tried
affidavit
to
and
say
there was no
allegedly
actual
so he can
evidence
stay
of
the judge on
extent
the
of
case so he can
discussion
crack
during
niggas.
the in-chambers
Yeah,
meeting
yeah.
was
Bitch ass
legally
nigga.
insufficient,
Fuck
and
dude.
the motion to recuse did not require referral to another judge for consideration. So he
Exactly. He looked at that shit himself and said no. Like, how the fuck do you do that? Niggas are trying to get you off the stand. How the fuck are you determining whether you should stay here or not? Bitch, what? Nigga, defer that shit to another judge, nigga, so we can get a motherfucking objective opinion about what the fuck you doing out here. I hate niggas like
I'm
that
not
on
approving
Chief.
this motion to take me off the case, and I'm not sending it to another judge to look at it. Then on
Stay y'all
June
ass out
14,
them courtrooms, 'cause I can
Taylor
tell.
Bumpus then
The majority of you motherfuckers listen to this shit. A lot of these words, including me, that I don't know. I'm out here trying to just use context clues to put shit together. I promise. Even though I graduated, it's just the streets was just more my thing. I did just enough to slide by. Oh God.
filed a motion to quash the show cause order and to recuse Judge Glanville from presiding over any contempt action taken against Ms. Bumpus resulting from the alleged disclosure of the ex parte meeting. So she's the one that supposedly disclosed the information to Brian Steele. The judge set up basically a
And
court
then
for
she
her to
backdoored and
investigate.
said, matter of fact, get your ass up. Cause that's if you're gonna talk about the case and shit about certain things, what a motherfucker plan to do, it's only right for the lawyer, you know what I'm saying? The nigga lawyer, the motherfucker be able to know, be able to have a defense for this nigga. So the fact that y'all was finna try to just throw an alley-oop from under the bus, nah. Shout out to Miss Bumpus, man. She did what she was supposed to do. Let the niggas know, hey man, this is what we was speaking on in this motherfucker, man. Do what you do. So if you see some fuck shit, play your cards right, on God. And when she seen how he was gonna do that shit, and she seen how that nigga was acting in court, so nigga tried to call everybody, give him that contempt. She say, "Oh yeah, say less." File a motion to what's it called, quash the show cause. Let's go.
Hold her in contempt of
Come on,
court
man.
for releasing that information. She filed a motion to recuse him from that contempt case because obviously she didn't want to get in trouble for leaking the ex parte meeting information. Then on
Right.
June 17, 2024, Jeffrey Williams filed his motion to recuse Judge Glanville.
You got damn
Mr.
right,
Williams'
Doug.
Motion and supplement also seek to recuse Judge Glanville because of his involvement in the ex parte meeting, which Mr. Williams also alleges was
Improper and coercive.
Mr.
On
Williams'
God,
motion
come on,
was
man.
both actual
Y'all trying to coerce and yeah, man. Y'all trying to collude on me in this motherfucker. Y'all trying to give me life, and no, I might not deserve that much. Chill out, cause it could be anywhere from I should not be in here at all to time served to 5 to life. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, just do me right, man. Do me right. Read my chart correctly, man. See my charges to see what my prior convictions is, man. Look at my chart, folks. Oh God, do me right.
bias and the appearance of bias because Judge Glanville allegedly participated in the accusatory process when he met with Mr. Copeland, and Judge Glanville became embroiled in a controversy when he held Mr. Williams' lawyer, Brian Steele, in contempt. On July 1st, 2024, the day appointed for the parties to review a redacted transcript of the ex parte meeting, Judge Glanville announced that he was releasing the entirety of the transcript of the ex parte meeting and was taking judicial notice of and making a record regarding certain matters associated with the ex parte meeting. meeting. Most of what Judge
I don't
Glanville
know what that
relayed
mean.
was a collection of record evidence about the recent circumstances in the case. Judge Glanville also explained how he became aware of the
Yeah, like hold on. Let's take a judicial notice of and making a record regarding certain matters associated with the ex parte meeting. Nigga, didn't you? That's why the justice system's so fucked up, because they'll throw words at you like this. Let me break this down in nigga terms for y'all niggas so we can. How the fuck you gonna take note as a judge of some shit of a conversation that you actively partook in, nigga? Like, come on, man. Like, this the type shit, right? Why you got recused in the first place? How the fuck you gonna take judicial notice of a conversation you were present for, that you actively partook in? Nigga, like, niggas, hey, boy, this justice is fucked, though. Jeez, stay out as the street. Boy, this shit crazy.
Judge Glanville explained the court's purpose and concern in pursuing information about the security and confidentiality of his chambers. Judge Glanville advised that he had not instigated an investigation into surveillance footage, but that he had reviewed such footage for a timeline and security. And we seen that as well, where the judge was basically like, I know who gave you the information because I seen it on a security camera. I didn't go look at the security camera, though. Somebody brought me the footage, and that's how I seen it. Judge Glanville then explained his view that the ex parte meeting was proper under Georgia law and outlined relevant law that supported his inherent authority to hold such a meeting. Judge Glanville maintained that no one gained a tactical advantage as a result of the ex parte nature of the meeting.
Lie. Immediate fucking lie. The moment the meeting was even planned to happen, that was a no, bro. That was Young Thug was at a tactical disadvantage the moment them niggas even established that meeting was gonna happen. Facts.
Judge Glanville also questioned the defendant's right to be present at the ex parte meeting because the issue under discussion was between the state and the witness, who was represented by counsel. After making this record, Judge Glanville announced that the show cause hearing was canceled and that the recusal motions filed by Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Williams and Ms. Bumpus were being referred for consideration.
Yeah, you have to go ahead and defer that to somebody else. Facts. Because how the fuck can you look over a recusal motion of your goddamn self? That's like saying, how can we say this? You getting kicked out of somebody's house, but you determine whether you leave or not. Nigga, what? The nigga the owner just told you to get out. How are you going to determine whether you stay? Nigga, defer that to somebody else and be like, hey, bro, should I really leave with some shit? Yes, nigga, get the fuck out. What the fuck? You doing some whole ass shit? Hey, boy, this shit crazy,
to
man.
Recuse were then assigned to this court for consideration.
Mm-hmm.
This next part, they go over the legal framework, which I talked about earlier, the three basically criteria that have to be met in order for a recusal
to work.
place.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, so here we go. We get into what the judge said, analysis and discussion. Here, Judge Glanville had previously announced on the record that the motions were timely and supported by an affidavit.
That's fact.
Transferring the cases to another judge for consideration, Judge Glanville necessarily determined that the third criteria was satisfied.
Okay.
That recusal might be authorized if the facts alleged in the motion were assumed true. Therefore, Judge Glanville was required to refer the motion for reassignment and was prohibited from opposing the motion.
Facts.
Basically,
Can't do shit.
To deny this at first, they're saying that he didn't have the right to deny.
Exactly. How the fuck you gonna deny the right to you getting kicked out? Nigga, this is about you. You don't have no merit in this point. At this point, nigga, you have no authority. This is about whether you're gonna hold what's it called? Are you gonna side over this entire case from the future or not, nigga? Why the fuck do you get to determine whether you stay? And we're trying to tell people you're doing fuck shit. Hey, boy, that's the justice system for you, bro. Especially if you a motherfucker that they think really a kingpin, making money, making shit happen. Because it's really not about no drugs. We can call a spade a spade. It's about people dying. It's not about the drugs. That's one thing I learned about this shit too. They could really care less about the drugs. That's white collar to them. They care about the motherfuckers dying. Oh God.
Basically saying that Rule 2.11 of the Revised Code of Judicial Conduct provides that judges shall disqualify themselves in any proceedings in which their impartiality might reasonably be questioned. So they're saying that Judge Glanville was required to refer this motion for reassignment. He was prohibited from opposing the motion. It is
Exactly. You have no fucking right to say, well, no, you can't do that to me. The fuck, nigga? That shit crazy.
Court agrees generally with Judge Glanville's assessment of the propriety of the ex parte meeting. So this judge is saying that she agrees that Judge Glanville had the right to have that ex parte meeting. He didn't break any rules. While the meeting could have and perhaps should have taken place in
open court,
about the fact of the meeting or the substance discussed was inherently improper. So she's agreeing that they didn't do anything wrong in the ex parte meeting. However, in his order denying defendant Kendrick's motion and in the process of making his record on July 1st, 2024, Judge Glanville added facts, provided context, questioned the veracity of the allegations, and otherwise explained his decisions and actions and argued why those actions were proper. While it may be appropriate for the judge to disclose information relevant to his potential recusal, such a disclosure must be made in a way that is objective, dispassionate, and non-argumentative as possible so that the judge is not reasonably perceived as a hostile witness or advocate.
No idea what that
Y'all
means.
been watching the trial. When he was denying these motions, he was definitely, for sure, 100% being hostile.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was mad as fuck.
In jail.
Like, bro. All bullshit aside. My nigga got so mad, he said, fuck that. Everybody that's in that goddamn meeting, y'all finna get y'all ass. Y'all finna get y'all ass. Motherfucking me. What's it called? You feel me? Get y'all ass sent to jail. Stop playing with me.
I mean, it don't get much more hostile than that. This judge said, in presenting his record as to the recusal issues and in ruling on Kendrick's motion, Judge Glanville evaluated and accepted the truth of his own factual allegations mandating his recusal. This court has...
Exactly. How are you gonna go over your own allegations? That's like saying... That's like giving a... What's the word for it? Because I'm not trying to get monetized. I mean, I'm not trying to get like demonetized and straight for shit. But a kid adorer, that a person who adores kids. That's the term we're gonna use here. So a motherfucker would... No, matter of fact, fuck that. I'm not even finna go into it. Never mind. I don't even feel like going into that.
No doubt that Judge Glanville can and would continue presiding fairly over this matter if the recusal motions were denied. But the necessity
I get what I was finna say though.
The
I just
confidence in the judicial system. We
ain't gonna. We don't even play like that.
From further handling
touchy subject type shit.
Case. Essentially, she's saying he didn't do anything wrong by having an ex parte meeting, but because he's been so hostile in the courtroom, that could pretty much destroy the public's confidence in the
judicial system. Yes, that's all we need to see. Come on, man. You doing all this? Hold on. Do I need to hold you in contempt of court? Big homie, I'm getting mad in the courtroom. Go to jail. Weekend. Come back Monday. Weird than a bitch, boy. What the fuck? Weird in the hoe. Get your whole ass home, man.
Orders as follows. Defendant DeMonte Kendrick's motion to recuse Chief Judge Earl Glanville is granted.
Get your ass out.
Motion to quash the show cause order and or to recuse Judge Glanville is denied as it is moot. Moot meaning basically it's no longer an issue. So
yeah,
there was no
doesn't matter.
Granted, because he's pretty much been taken off the case. Defendant Jeffrey Williams' motion to disqualify recuse Judge Glanville from all further dealings in the above referenced case as amended and supplemented is...
Yo, man. Jeffrey, we got us to win, brother. We got us to win.
Judge Rachel Crowder.
So yeah, man, we can...
Fulton County.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's all we need right there. That's all. Long story short, man. YSL got a W in the case, man. YSL case W. Let's get it, bro. On game. Because that whole ass, hey, whatever Fuchs' name is, I done seen his name. So, yeah, Judge Glanville. That nigga is a hoe ass nigga who ain't had no hoes growing up, man. Anyway, make sure y'all boys go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm out of this shit. I'm Chief.